Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this June the 4th, 2021 homecoming meeting of the Rotary Club of Brentwood. I remember when June 4th, 2021 was just a gleam in our collective. But here, ladies and gentlemen, we all are. Welcome. I am Keeley Hall. I am your club president for this year. No applause necessary, and certainly no applause deserved. Thank you to the 50 Forward Martin Center today for being our gracious host. We are glad to be back here. Do want to remind everybody that their policy is the following. If you have been fully vaccinated, which is defined by 2 weeks since your final vaccination shot of whichever regimen you have received, you are free to go mask-free. If not, they do ask that you wear your mask when you are not actively eating or drinking. All right. That being said, Dale Llewellyn has our invocation this morning, and Alan Treadway, some of you may know Alan, he is going to lead the pledge and the four-way test. Dale.
Good to be back. Facility again. Smile face in front of you. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. Who do we look to for guidance? Comfort. Thank you. Love. Thank you. Thank you for these guests that we've got here today. Bless them now. Success in their lives. Thank you, Lord, for you. Sarah Johnson.
Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation. And now the four-way test. First, second, third, and fourth.
All right, you may have a seat while Jane Covington, our club secretary, introduces any guests or visiting Rotarians. Jane.
Thank you, Keeley. So we know we have lots of guests here today who are joining our students. I'm not going to introduce all of you guys at this point. Our guests of Rotary.
All right, I would like to introduce to you David Carden. David is the geology czar, executive vice president of all things geological at TTL, and he's a good friend of mine from, I don't know, 20 some odd years past. So welcome, David Carden.
And then we have Thomas Cantine joining us again.
Okay, we are on a real tight time frame, so we're going to do a lightning round of Happy Bucks. So if you have something that you would like to share with Happy Bucks, the minimum is $100 today. Just kidding, just kidding. If you do have a Happy Bucks moment, now's the time. Well said. Excellent. I see a poop scooper in your future. Anybody else happy? All right, that is a great lightning round. Happy about. All right. Okay, so we do have some announcements that we need to go through. First, I would like to announce, I'm pleased to announce that Sarah Johnson is doing very well after her surgery. She's actually already home and recovering there. She did not really want visitors while in the hospital, but she welcomes visitors now if you are so inclined. There is a makeup tour date for those who were not able to attend the police headquarters tour or were gracious enough to allow their spot to go to someone else. So on Tuesday, next Tuesday, June the 8th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that is the makeup time for the tour of the police headquarters. Chief Jeff Hughes will be your VIP tour guide and take you on a tour there. Please do let him know that you would like to attend so that he can expect you. His email is jeff.hughes@brentwood.gov.
Okay.
Also, y'all, I'm telling you, I promise I have tried like the Dickens to avoid meeting venue whiplash during this last year. But sometimes things are just out of your control. So we are glad to be back for our first time in over a year at the Martin Center. And we will be back here again next week for our second time back at the Martin Center, followed by a week that we will not be able to meet at the Martin Center. I just found out this morning that they will be closing this facility on the 18th, just that day, not like forever. So on the 18th, we will be back at Spring Hill Suites, where we were meeting at before. So Spring Hill Suites on June the 18th, but here next week. We're all gonna mess that up. It's gonna be so great. Let's see. And then after we adjourn today, our program's gonna go right up to the wire. So after we adjourn, we're back in this facility. We're used to putting our chairs against the wall and putting our tables up. We can leave the chairs exactly where they are. Please leave the chairs exactly where they are, but put the tables in the back. So I need at least one person from each table to kind of ensure that that table gets put away. All right, I'll remind you once more as we adjourn, just so you know. Okay, so we have busted through 7 minutes of club meeting so that I can take this liberty of going through our new trivia tradition. So today, our trivia game is going to be a little different. I know you're so excited about it. Jim and Charles especially are excited about this. So our trivia game today is going to be the students versus the adults. So students versus Rotarians. How about that? So students and guests versus Rotarians. So it's going to be a little bit of a version of Are You Smarter Than a High School Graduate? So I've grabbed some questions that are both, pop culture type stuff that high school students are very well aware of, graduates are very well aware of, as well as some questions that might have been on some of their tests in high school. So evenly distributed questions, make it fair for all. So the club members, Rotarians in the group, you get the first question. How many irrational numbers are there between 1 and 6? How many irrational numbers are there between 1 and 6? Rotarians? Wow. The answer is infinite. There are infinitely many irrational numbers between any two rational numbers. Come on. All right. Students, infinite numbers, right? Am I right, students? Yeah, thank you. Speaking of infinity, students, who's the primary villain in Infinity War? Who was the primary villain? Yes, over here, or there, one of the two. Thanos, that is correct. Thanos is correct. 1-0, students in the lead. Club, Rotarians. What is the greatest common factor of 42, 126, and 210? 7 is incorrect. That is actually not a common factor of any of those numbers. That's not true. It really is. That is correct. Yes. Unfortunately, you are too late. 1-0 still. The answer was 42 for those playing at home, and I know you're there. 42, incidentally, is the now retired number of Brooklyn Dodgers star Jackie Robinson. What West Coast city of Angels is now home to the 2020 World Series champions Dodgers? What current city is current home to the Dodgers? That is correct, Los Angeles. 2-0, students in the lead. Rotarians. All right, I know. Rotarians, you're like, okay, get away from the academic questions. All right, so here's some pop culture. Rotarians, true or false? The current prevailing popular opinion is that skinny jeans are chuggy. Skinny jeans are chuggy. Skinny jeans are chuggy. True or false? We got one over here. That is true. That is true. Are you able to tell us why that is true? Okay. Chuggy, for those of you playing at home, is apparently the current term for passé, out of style, no longer in. Students, true or false? The fact that some old guy at the front of a Rotary meeting just used the word chuggy now means that the term chuggy is in itself chuggy. True or false? You can yell it out. We all know. True, that's right. All right. Good job, students. You win. You are the champions. We all knew that to be the case before we even tested you. But with no further ado, I now turn this meeting over to the reason we're all here. Jim Ryan will start our program. Jim.
Welcome to our students and our Rotarians. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time up here because our students know that they're going to have a little fun with Charles here in just a minute. Anybody who's been here to one of these meetings, these scholarship celebrations, before knows that it's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully we'll get to that in just a minute. But I won't just take a minute to say it's always easy to be the chair of the scholarship committee because the committee's got such a great job. It really is a team effort, and we kind of got a well-oiled machine now where they make their recommendations, and we met by Zoom for the three winners, and so it worked out very well. But I really appreciate the work of the scholarship committee. And I'd like them to stand. Anybody that's on the scholarship committee, just stand up for just a second. Well done. Thank you for doing that. And you guys, a lot of you are on there reading a lot of essays and recommendations, and it takes a lot of work. Okay. Now we didn't get maybe the numbers that we got last year. Last year was a record setting in terms of numbers. This year wasn't record setting, but we got a number of, especially considering that most of the school year occurred during the pandemic. There's still high interest in our scholarship, and it's, as always I say, it's not necessarily the quantity, but it's the quality as well of the applications we got. It's incredibly high. So you recipients, you winners, you should know that you beat out some really, really tough competition. Our committee members will tell you how hard it is to make the selection. So with that said, I want to just say, let's meet our 2021 winners. There's some past winners here as well, but for right now, I just want everybody to see the ones that won scholarships or were awarded scholarships this year. And all I'm going to do is ask you to just stand so we can recognize you, and then you're going to introduce the rest of your entourage in that as Charles comes around and interviews you. So let's do that right now. Let's meet our 2021 winners. Our first student is from Brentwood High School, and it's Marvin Joseph Brown. He is right here. MJ Brown. Congratulations, MJ. From Ravenwood High School is Shri Adabala. Shri's right back here. She's got some family with her. And then from Overton High School, Trisha Harrison is over here. Trisha. Those are our three 2021 winners. As you guys know, we also award a $1,000 scholarship to the president of any Interact club from these three high schools. And this year, the president of the Brentwood Interact Club was Ron Yee, who's right here. So, way to go, Ron. Appreciate you carrying on the Rotary tradition. Okay. Now, before I turn it over to Charles, which I'm going to do in just a minute, there's a couple of the past recipients that couldn't be here, but I want to make sure I tried to get some updates from them. I have a couple that I'm just going to read you an update for, and then we have two short videos I'm going to show you. So we'll get to those. So Allison Connor, if you might remember, she was a winner back in 17, right? So 2021 is her last year receiving funds from Rotary. She couldn't be here today, but she wrote that just a little update on me. She said, I graduated magna cum laude from Florida State University with a degree in interior architecture and design. And I have an internship with Baker Barrios Architects this summer and plan to move on to San Francisco in August to start an interior design job there. Please pass on my gratitude to the Rotary Club for allowing me to follow and pursue my dreams. So Allison Connor's she's already completed her 4 years. So congratulations to her. Megan Dernberger, she's a 2018 winner from Overton. She said, I wanted to thank you all for the continued support. This past year, I served as the head drum major for the Vanderbilt Spirit of Gold Marching Band, as well as the president for the band. We had an abbreviated season, obviously, to maintain safety, but thankfully I'll be returning again for a second season as the head drum major. And then she says, for the summer, I've accepted an apprenticeship with the Army Corps of Engineers through the Engineering Research and Development Center down in Mississippi. I will be in the concrete and material section. All right. I will be going on to my senior year at Vanderbilt to earn my mechanical engineering degree with minors in engineering management and material science. So your support has been so impactful, and I cannot share enough my gratitude to Rotary. Thank you all. That's from Megan Dernberger. So those two were written. In addition, we've had these two videos that I just mentioned. So Lennis, we're going to play the first one is from Adele Brothers, 2019.
Hi everyone. I'm so sad that I can't be there with you all to celebrate today, but I'm excited to just give a little update of this past year on my life. My name is Adele Brothers, and I will be a junior at Lipscomb this year. And I wanted to update you 2 ways that I've really seen growth this past year in my life, that is both vocationally and spiritually. So first, vocationally, I switched my major from art to business this past year. I've just discovered a passion for business and using business to serve people and impact people. I'm actually working at the Lipscomb College of Business doing graphic design, so it's kind of both parts of my school experience so far. And then second, I would say I've grown spiritually. Kairos Nashville, a branch of Brentwood Baptist, has really just encouraged me and taught me a lot on being a disciple and then discipling other girls. So it's been such a blessing to go back to my high school even and disciple girls there, as well as discipling girls at Lipscomb and being discipled by older women, which is something I prayed for a while. So I'm just really grateful again for you all and for your support and encouragement, because it's worth it. It's really paying off. I've just been so blessed by this group and your support. So thank you again, and I'm sad I couldn't be there today.
Next one, yeah, let's go, Adele. I asked these people to cut videos. It's nothing for these young people to do this, right? So we can do this now. It's great. All right, so and then one of last year's winners is Sona Davis from Brentwood High School.
Hi Brentwood Rotary, I hope you guys are all doing well. Well, unfortunately I couldn't be there as I'm working as a camp counselor this summer. I wanted to reach out and say thank you, as well as congratulate the class of 2021 recipients. Due to this incredible scholarship, I was able to attend Edinburgh University in person both first semester and second semester. And while it was just freshmen on campus and I got tested twice a week, I had an incredible experience. I felt myself learning and growing academically and socially as I was able to get involved with clubs like Black Student Alliance, Pre-Medical Fraternity, and the Student Programming Council there. I was able to also declare my major as on the pre-med path, human biology and anthropology with a minor in ethics, and I'm super excited about that. Next year, my sophomore year, I'm really looking forward to being an orientation leader as well as leading and executing homecoming for the Emory student body. Over the summer, I'll be working as a camp counselor as well as doing a clinical trip and doing some volunteer work in Guatemala, which I'm super, super excited about. Again, I just want to thank you guys for this opportunity and send out my congratulations to the 2021 recipients.
All right, so there's a couple of our past winners and a couple others couldn't be here, but passed on their best wishes as well. So with that, I'm closing my thing up because Charles Grumman is going to take the rest of the time here, and he's going to introduce you more in depth to these students. Charles.
How's that? Nice and close. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, all, for being here. This is a fun one. I appreciate y'all letting me do that. It's such a pleasure to talk to all the students. Just look at these young people, to see their enthusiasm and their hope and their big plans, and to know that we're a small part of that is really neat. So as you all know, the main point here is to go around and just interview each student and find out what makes them tick, what's going on in their life. And since we are more or less at the end of this COVID pandemic, we're all looking forward. What can we get back to? What have we really missed? And what can we get back to? For a lot of us, including me, one of the things we can get back to is this meeting and not wearing masks now for vaccinated folks. So that is awesome. This is my wish. One of my wishes come true already. Today, I would like to act as the fairy godmother. Fairy godfather? No, fairy godfather. Fairy godmother for these young people, and I've asked them ahead of time to prepare what their wish is in a post-pandemic world. What can they get back to? And then we're going to find out if we can grant those wishes right here in this room in the next 30 minutes. Thank you very much. Very godmother. Okay, let's start with Trisha Harrison because she's so excited to go first. All right, so it's very important to talk directly into the microphone because we got people at home who can't hear at all unless we do, okay? All right, here we go. Hello, Trisha. Thank you for being here. Are you a little nervous? Yeah, me too. Okay. Where did you go to high school? Where are you going to go to college? You know, we should have that second mic. This is too much work for Trisha. Don't we have a second mic? There we go. Okay. Give us a testing, 1, 2, 3. Got to hold it crazy close. Almost eat the microphone. Closer. Closer. No, closer. There you go. Louder. You're doing great, Trisha. Thank you for going first. Okay, where are you going to go to college, Trisha? Super close to the mic. Very good, thank you. Tennessee Texas School Squad. That's right there. And what will you be studying? Agriculture to pre-vet. Excellent. What does one do with that degree? Oh, you can be a veterinarian. For farm animals, pets? That's what my little girl wants to do. I'm going to call you and go, well, I don't have to call you. You're going to be here every year for 4 years. I'm going to embarrass you every time, just like this. Great. As that goes on, I'll bring her next time. Okay. Now, you were going to tell us a quick 1-minute story about something significant or amusing that's happened in your life in the past year.
This past year
It's been really rough. Please say that.
has been really rough. Taken away from my kind of all of my
Sorry. All of us who got to go to high school not during COVID times have spent the last year saying, but you're going to get to go to college in post-COVID times, and then hopefully you'll make up for some of it. And congratulations. First kid in your family to go to college. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah, how about a round of applause for that? Okay, now, what is your wish for post-COVID? What did you tell me?
What now? What are you saying, man?
Okay, I can't do anything about that second, but I think it's going to happen for you. I think it's going to be pretty darn normal. Okay, but I can do something about that first one. You ready? I'm going to set this down. Okay, close your eyes. All right, cue the fairy godmother music. Spin around a few times. 1, 2, there we go. And open your eyes. Ta-da, it's a big gathering of people. Yay! All right, I admit, I put the easy one first. Okay, I put the easy one first. Let's move on. Go first. Oh, you put me ahead of time, which I suspect I'll need. So thank you. Where is Brooke? Brooke, here we go. Long walk. Running. Oh, yeah. The fairy godmother walking music. All right, Brooke. Okay. Brooke Bixler. How are you? I'm going to get put super close and talk loud.
Are going to be able to hear?
Can you hear yourself?
Yes.
Then you're, if you can't hear yourself, we can't hear you. Well, we can, but they can't. Okay. Brooke, thank you for being here. Where'd you go to high school?
I went to John Overton High School as well.
Excellent.
I did know, or in passing, yes.
Yeah, on Zoom, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Where are you going to college?
I attend University of Tennessee in Knoxville.
Pardon me. That's right. When did you graduate from high school?
2019.
2019.
I'll be a junior.
Great. Nice school. I've heard of it. Plans for the future. What are you going to do with that UT education?
Yeah, so I started in computer science and then switched to information sciences, UX design. Many of you know what that is. Basically, it makes technology more enjoyable experience for people. So I hope to work in healthcare. A lot of people get frustrated with technology this year. So to help improve and make systems easier for people to use. So yeah, I hope to be a UX designer.
Excellent. How about a 1-minute story?
Yeah.
Illustrated in your last week.
So kind of going on what I was just talking about, I spent a lot of time helping my grandparents, friends this past year with technology, help my grandparents pass their Zoom on TV. And then on campus, we were fully in person and I was RA. And so it was a lot of things we had to do. One of the things was we have this Tennessee app where we have to fill out a daily health screening every single day. So we don't have any symptoms, but the app itself was horrible and it was very confusing for a lot of people. So in my user-centered design class, my classmates and I, we talked and interviewed different students and faculty on what they hated about the app. And then we created a whole new version of the app that was more useful for people to use and did a whole presentation on it. So that's just kind of how we took the pandemic and the struggles we saw people do and kind of created something that could help and make it a little bit easier.
There's a lot of technology that could use easier interfaces.
Yes, for sure.
I think you have a long career ahead of you. Excellent. And how about your post-COVID wish? What are you dying to get back?
Yeah, my post-COVID wish is that I can just stop smiling with only my eyes and also smile with my mouth.
Now, I think actually we spoke before, and I think you are vaccinated. Oh. Can everybody look the other way? You can see everyone around you. This is the bit. It's in the script. We can't change it now. There you go. All right. Can we see your beautiful face so
Yeah,
you can
sure.
enjoy? Excellent. I'll hold the thing. Yes. Yay! All right. You just got COVID. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much for. There we go. Perfect. All right. I too. It's amazing. We have all learned through this how much communication is nonverbal, and talking to people and wanting to express appreciation for the person who helped you at the store or whatever. And when you can't smile, I just hated it. I hated it. So I'm with you on that. Okay, let's on. We are doing so great on time. Ron Yee is over here. All right. Okay. Hello, Ron. Check out the microphone. Give it a talk. There you go. Nice and close. Talk louder than you think. Okay. Where'd you go to high school?
From high school.
Do you know my son, Xander?
Oh, kind of wrong.
Xander Grumman. There's two Xanders. Oh. He's on the debate team. He's a skater. He's Asian with blonde hair. Kind of stands out. Oh, he knows. Okay. That's not part of the program. Although now I will be asking everybody for bread. Okay, where are you going to go to college?
Brentwood.
Very nice. And my nephew goes there. So next year I'll ask you if you know my nephew. Yeah, look out for him. He's really tall. You'd be amazed he's related to me. And what are you going to do at Vanderbilt?
I'm going to get maybe. I'm like sure, but a degree in economics.
I got a degree in economics from Vanderbilt. We're like brothers. That's awesome. Okay, great. And tell me something in the past year. Tell me something fun you did, something formative.
Well, this is more fun. But things like I went to a deco. Deco is kind of like a business competition. And we had a deco trip to a state competition. And the thing was that about that was I was doing more. And literally on the bus, we were all casual about the we got really news that COVID got in the country. And we're like, well, we can come back. We can go home. Nope, we went to Canada. I had a 3-day trip. Which is kind of fun because once we got back, everything got shut down. So we got to enjoy our last 3 days having fun. Also, my classmates decided to get a joke out of it. So we went up to people and shook their hand and said, I will from the county. And so on the program.
Ooh, low blow there, Williamson County. It's pretty shaky ground right there, Ron. Okay. Excellent. Now, what are you looking forward to getting back to in a post-COVID world?
Well, bring not having to wear gloves to formal get problem because it's impossible to open those vegetable bags.
Let's test that theory. Okay, so put on the gloves. Now I have to confess, I never did this. I went all the way. We have a bunch of bags here. Put on your plastic gloves. Let's bag some things up. Let's see how many you can do in like 30 seconds. Can you get the gloves on? I can see why this was hard for you. How long did you stand next to the broccoli just trying to get the gloves on? Now the pressure is getting to it. Probably the music too. There you go. Good. 5 fingers. Excellent. I always wonder with these which is left and which is right. Very nice. Okay. Bag some stuff here. Let's see your skills. Okay. So once the gloves are on, come on, faster, faster. It's pretty good. Oh, are you looking for the? Oh, nice. You're gonna need those scissors. Okay, that's it. Thank you, Ron. Thank you for the music. Okay, now the fun part is getting rid of them. So how about take those scissors that you just bagged. Now you gotta figure out which bag they're in. Probably on top of the eggs. That's where they are. And once you cut up those gloves, you're all done. No more of the gloves. How about a round of applause? No more silly gloves while doing groceries. Those are our scissors in the kitchen. My wife will film me through this. Please be careful. You'd be sharpened. Yeah, you're definitely never wearing those again. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Okay. Good luck at Vanderbilt. Okay, who's next? Hannah Armistead. This is going to be fun. Hannah. All right. Hannah went to the college that I couldn't get into. Hannah Armistead, where'd you go to school?
Brentwood High School.
You know my son?
No.
No, because you're like several years out. He's probably a freshman when you were a senior.
Maybe, yeah.
All right. Where do you go to college?
Yale.
Never heard of it. Where is it?
Small town.
Is that in Canada?
Connecticut.
Okay. My dad went there. He was supposed to be
Really?
here today, but
Oh,
he had to
man.
do something else.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
You wouldn't have known him either.
Okay.
Graduated like 60 years ago. All right. What are you? Let's see. What are you doing this summer?
I have an internship. So my major is called cognitive science. My emphasis is in behavioral economics, so kind of studying human decision making, why people make the decisions they do. So I have an internship with an engineering company based in New York called Arab. And they do like theaters and bridges and architecture and that kind of thing. But I'm going to be working on the people and organizational strategy side. So kind of working on like, making the things that they build useful for people.
You're an econ major, working
Sort of.
for an engineering firm
Sort of, yeah.
in people.
Yes.
Like almost. Yeah.
Correct. I can't decide what I
That's,
want to do.
you need to go to Yale just to understand that job.
Exactly. I
description.
know, you're right.
Okay, good. Let's see. And then you wrote a little bit, a story from the last year. Tell us something fun or interesting or sad
Yeah.
and tragic from the
Yeah.
last year.
Hopefully not that tragic. So I think we can all agree that it looked a little bit different to learn this year. For me, especially, all of my classes were on Zoom. And so that was something, I'm very much an extrovert. And so sitting at my computer in my standalone single all day was pretty awful. But I do still love to learn. And so I've tried to figure out ways of learning new things, even if it wasn't necessarily like based in my classes. And so I've picked up playing guitar for the first time in my life. I've been learning how to play golf, which has been kind of fun and good for social distancing because it's all outside. And I've been learning how to play pool, learning how to adapt swim lessons for kids with special needs into like a Zoom format. More difficult than you think. You can't swim very well in Zoom. But we did teach classes and do fun stuff like that. So it's been definitely, I still feel like it's been a rewarding year and I've learned a lot, even if it hasn't been necessarily my.
The idea of mixing Zoom with swimming sounds very dangerous.
Kind of dangerous. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Hope you were really careful about that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you making good use of your time.
Thank you.
Okay, so what have you missed in your COVID life you'd like to go back?
Okay, so this is actually going to require a little bit of participation from everyone. But before COVID happened, I was a cheerleader. And so I would cheer at football games and basketball games. Obviously, sports didn't happen at all this year. And so that's the thing I'm most excited to get back to, is like being on the football field, hanging out with my team, that kind of thing. So Charles said I could teach everyone to cheer. If you guys
You want
are...
to teach everyone, or should we pick 5 lucky volunteers?
Ooh, that
Let's
could be
do that.
fun.
Who's
Whatever
gonna
you think.
cheerlead with us? Come on. Oh, I'll pick. Don't even try to hide. Curry volunteered. Let's go, Curry. Come on, man.
Dangerous pass complete to number 80. Dangerous pass complete to number 1, Bellis Jones. On the pipeline into the end zone for a touchdown.
That is the Bulldogs. One hand on your hip. So your left hand on your hip right here. Very nice. Good. Left hand. Yeah,
Your
there
other
you go.
lap. Come on.
And then,
I would love to.
so it's just, okay, yeah. Let's go Bull.
Oh, I can do that. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, didn't have a lot to work with. Hopefully you're. Oh. And by the way, my future veterinarian daughter is also a cheerleader, so I'll try to get her to come back next year and meet you too. Okay, let's see. Who are we up to? Jonathan Peng. I pronounced that right? Peng. Oh, I need to do. There it is. We're doing so great. Okay. Hi, Jonathan. How are you? Good. Where'd you go to school? John Overton. Excellent. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go to college? Or what year did you? tell us what are your college? Excellent. What are you studying? What are your plans for the future? Okay, great. That sounds great. Computer science, definitely a job there. I loved hearing who was the one who switched from art to business? Probably a good move. Computer science, you'll have to get. All right. And tell us a story from your life in the last year. Let's see. And what would you like to do post pandemic? What is your wish that I can grant? Let's go on a road trip. All right. We're going to need 4 people to go on a road trip. We have a 6-person car who's going with us. Oh, I'll grab you. I see you smiling. You just volunteered. Volunteer. Let's take. We had an all-guy cheerleading thing. Let's have an all-girl road trip. All right, Jonathan, you're driving. Cue the road trip music. We need people in our car. Come on, you're here. Who else is going to be in our car? We need 6 people in our car. It's post-COVID, guys. Get close.
That face that is usually covered by her phone has finally made an appearance. That face wouldn't be doing that if you.
Okay, turn it up. All right, take us on a road trip around the room. All right. Oh no, it's a talking road trip, a singing road trip. Okay, get it now. Now it's not loud enough. That's what's going on. Come on. Okay, we need a talking road trip then. You're not for fun. Or you stay to have faith.
So don't wait down holiday road. Holiday road. Holiday road.
All right, are you the official microphone person? Okay, excellent. Want to watch that one again, didn't you? That was a great scene, I thought. Okay. Avery Robinson, who is on Zoom. Oh,
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're ahead of time. Oh my God, we're gonna finish early.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh. There we go. There's Avery.
Hey.
Avery.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can't.
All right. All right, cool.
Isn't this just a picture of the pandemic? You're muted.
I'm mute. I'm not mute. I'm here. Hello?
Oh, okay. Can you put a microphone on the computer? Keep talking, Avery.
Hello?
Sing something.
Test.
We just need sound.
They can hear me on Zoom.
Okay, we'll give you 10 seconds to work on it. We have Mission Possible.
Your majors is American Sign Language.
My mom can speak it.
I think we all know what sign he was thinking. Thank you, Avery, for keeping this a family show.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Or am I still?
Oh, that's hilarious. Wait, where's the mic? We are gonna patch this together.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. All right, say something, Avery. I think we got you.
Test. Can you hear me? Yeah.
COVID miracle. All right.
Let's go.
Avery, where did you go to
Hey.
high school?
Went to Brentwood High School.
You know my son.
I knew it was coming. I know.
You don't know. All right. Where are you gonna? And I'm sorry. What year did you graduate high school?
2020.
2020.
COVID year.
So now you are at
I'm at University of Louisville studying biomedical engineering.
Cool. Wow. And what are your plans for the future?
Well, I've been around to a bunch of labs on campus. I gotta say, they're doing some pretty cool stuff in there. So I was hoping that I could volunteer at some of the labs. I talked to professors that do it, like, got some really cool projects going on, like surgery in space and making like prosthetics and whatnot. That's what I want to do. I want to be a part of that.
Wow. Surgery in space.
Yeah.
Wow. That would be fairly terrifying, I think.
Well,
Knock me out for that one. Okay, great. So do you have a story from this past year?
well, I gotta say, a lot of COVID's been a lot of dead space. But once I got to school, I finally got to start learning. I mean, I don't think I've ever been as excited to go to school as I've been now. Especially because in college I've been learning like just not a bunch of useless stuff that you learn in high school, if I'm being honest, like 1700 year of history. But I'm learning how to design 3D software and programming and 3D printing, and I'm just really happy to be here. And I can't thank you enough for helping me get to where I am right now.
It's a privilege. Thank you for letting us be part of your journey.
Yeah.
So what have you missed out on that you'd like to get back to in the post-COVID world?
Well, since COVID has started, I've been craving some roller coasters. And now it's over, I'm finally getting together with some friends. We're going to head up to Kings Island and get the thrill rides.
Nice. That's awesome. Now,
Yep.
I had a whole roller coaster bit planned, but fortunately, you can make your own roller coaster dream come true right where you're sitting, can't you?
I can try. I couldn't get my virtual background going, but I can just I can just make it happen. Right?
Now, do you have that video? Can we do a side by side? Fortunately, we're like, oh, here we go. Wait, we got to see Avery though. We'll do both. Is that not possible?
Oh,
Do you see it, Avery?
I don't. I kind of see it.
All right. Oh no! Hold on. I think it's just about to work.
Looking for it.
Getting to the top. All right. There.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, there. Moving your arms around. That's cute.
I'm moving the arms. Moving the arms.
Get Avery back. Oh, the Green Lantern. Where is that? 6 Flags. Get Avery back.
I think I've been on that one actually.
Oh, you have? Excellent. There's Avery. Hi, Avery.
Hey.
Did you
I
get to see
enjoyed the
that?
ride. I enjoyed the ride.
Have fun on the roller coaster. Think of us.
Thank you.
All right. Congratulations, Avery.
Thank you.
Okay. MJ Brown. MJ, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
You are this year's winner, right? Yes. For reading your very impressive application. Thank you for applying. So you go to Brentwood High School. No, you graduated. You used to go to Brentwood High School, where I think you actually do know me. I do know. Thank you. I'm glad he's attending at least from time to time.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Because when I asked about you, he's like, I know. Are you on the debate team? Is that how you know? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you do extent? Which one? Okay. Great. Where are you going to go to college next year?
I'm going to Washington University.
What a great school. Good for you. And what will you be studying?
I'm going to be studying business.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Bien hecho. Buena suerte. All right. Let's see. And tell us a story about your last year.
So this is like a fun little
story that happened in the past. So since I was a student body president this year, I got to do a welcome speech at my graduation. And not only did I quote Kesha, who but I was also featured on the news like that night. So my dad had brought a 3-foot by 2-foot sign of me edited on there with like a washi background and held it up for everyone to see at graduation. And Channel 5 thought that this was so interesting that they wanted to interview me and my dad right after graduation, and they later featured it on
Well done, Dad. Had they never seen a sign before? Were you really the only one there holding up a sign? Very cool. It's so nice. As a father, I can totally express my admiration. Okay. Now, what is your post-COVID dream?
Yeah, so I really love live theater. I really want to go.
What do you want to see? I share that dream. I just re-upped my TPAC recently. Okay, we're not going to do a Broadway thing, unfortunately, but I'm gonna get to this dream. I promise. I'm gonna wrap it up with a couple of other similar dreams.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. Okay. So good on time. Sri, right. Thank you for being here with us.
Excited.
Where did you go to high school?
Raven.
Excellent. Brentwood's arch rival. Do they hate Brentwood at Ravenwood? Rivals, frenemies. And where are you going to go to college?
Georgia.
And what are you going to do there? What's your plan to do there?
Majoring in computers.
And tell us a story.
At the beginning of my senior year, I decided to do beginning of, I really want to do this. Oh my. And you know, at the beginning, I kind of just locked myself in, but then I kind of realized that this was super fun, and we watched a lot of movies, neighborhood walks, a lot of different recipes, and yeah, just really thankful for them, and
Oh, that was super sappy. But that was really good. Thank you. That's sort of a left-handed thumb. My mother would call that a left-handed thumb. Great. What is your COVID dream? Get that. I'm going to do it. But first, we're going to talk to Andrea. Hi, Andrea. I know you know this. Preschool. But they're not friends now because your sister goes to Ravenwood. And they compete against each other in debate. Yes. Okay. Not friends. Okay. So obviously you went to Ravenwood and now you get to. That's very nice. Good for you. Okay. Columbia, amazing school, terrific campus, awesome, right in New York City, but you never saw New York City. So. Please do.
And so, yeah, my entire year was online. I wasn't expecting it. But last summer, my best friend from college it's all virtual, so there's only like you can't build so like, oh, that wasn't nice. It's like you have August and you can build robots with that. Oh my gosh. And so we're like, we're gonna live our Gossip Girl dream. The upbeat side is gonna be fantastic. And so she rolls into the and we show up at this have our big old suitcases, and way to get to the with the first suitcases. And so we have all our suitcases. We're like, okay, here we go. And so we walk in, we open the door, and the even narrower hallway. So we have our suitcases on the side. We like trip over a bunch of cabinets. There's like one window. It's on the first floor. It's super dark. And we're like, this is not a gossip girl dream. But it was still a really great experience. I'm really glad I got to go back to New York. I got to go to a bus and I got to meet my friend. And we ended up getting to like work on other things together, which was all virtual. And later this summer, I think we're going to be volunteering for. But now we're
Thank you. Very cool. And that tiny little shoehorn of a place on the Upper East Side was $8,000. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Excellent. Well, now you skipped over a couple things, like what you want to do for the future.
Software engineer. I don't want to be a real engineer, but I don't actually like real things. Like I don't. And so yeah, I want to do things that are useful and helpful.
Say that. Okay, great. What is your focus? All right, so we have 3 requests for live experiences. That totally in a room full of strangers, like at a concert. Okay, so let's do this. This is our closing thing. So let's have all the students grab your phones. We're going to need this. We need all the lights off. We turn off all the lights. We're having a concert. We have the parents too. We have long-suffering parents. Come on up here, be part of our concert. And we got a little concert footage. All the students up here, bring your phones.
Sorry, I'm late. What are you doing? House
Gotta
meeting?
watch it out.
What'd you do now, Carly?
AT&T, we found out your advertising gig speeds.
That we can't sign up for here.
You know what? I can't be everything to everybody, Carly.
Stop living with AT&T. Xfinity can deliver gig to the most homes.
I paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of setbacks in my best. I've come through. We are the champions.
You guys are champions.
And we'll keep on fighting to the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers. We are the champions of the
All right. Thank you, Freddie Mercury. Please wear clothing next time. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Ryan, Jim, and thank you mostly to the parents who raised these amazing students, and thank you to the students for working so hard. This has been a year for the books, for sure. We hope we never have to open those books again, but we do look forward to hearing your stories of your open books and your lessons learned in the future. Please come back and tell us all that you've learned and all that you've experienced. Rotarians and students and friends, that's it for today. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. We're adjourned.
Please do put the tables away. Thank you.